Hello and welcome back to the course on testing and optimization. This is Kirill Eremenko and I'm adding this bonus video to the course in October 2015. I hope you're going really well with the course so far, you're enjoying the videos and having lots of fun. And what I wanted to share today is a use case for the genetic algorithm in MetaTrader 4. Now we've already talked about the genetic algorithm and we know how it works, but how can we use it to really boost our algorithmic trading system optimization process? So today I'll show you one of the ways I use the the genetic algorithm in MetaTrader 4. So what have I got here in front of me? Well, here I've got some optimization which I was running overnight. And if I go to the settings, this expert advisor actually has a lot of parameters and I was optimizing over 20 of them. And the number of combinations for that optimization is indicated over here. So you can see that it's this is thousands, this is millions, this is billions, this is trillions, this is quadrillions, and this is a quintillion. So there's a quintillion, over a quintillion of possible combination of the parameters that I'm optimizing. And as you can imagine, you would need a supercomputer to get through all of these in brute force, and even after you'd get through all of them, you would still have so much results that then you would need another optimization to optimize the results of the first optimization. So that would be pretty insane. And this is where the genetic algorithm comes in handy. So as you can see, the genetic algorithm really reduces the number of iteration it has to go through, and I am able to still optimize on the every tick model. And now if I go to the optimization graph, what have I done here? Well, I've actually run 4 separate optimizations for the same expert advisor, but every single time I've used the genetic algorithm. And what does that allow me to do? Well, let me explain on a picture actually. So why do I run 4 separate genetic algorithms at the same time? Why don't I just limit myself to one? Well, let's say in a multi-dimensional space, these are all of the parameters that, or all of the sets of parameters that the expert advisor can have, the ones that we're optimizing. I know this is a bit of, this is my drawing, so I'm very proud of it. I know it's it looks a bit unprofessional, I would say, but let's bear with it. That's the best I could do in paint with a mouse. Anyway, so this is a multi-dimensional space where we have all of the parameters that this expert advisor can possibly have. So how does the genetic algorithm work? So it starts somewhere, let's say one of them, let's say that top one that we just looked at on the right. It starts over here, right? And then it goes, okay, let me randomly try this parameter. Okay, that is better, so I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go this way. Okay, that wasn't good, so I'm actually going to go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. And it gets somewhere. And through those 10,000 sets that it runs, it gets somewhere and it's like, okay, so that's probably the best one, that's the second best one, that's the third best one, and so on. So you have some sets to choose from. Then you go, but the thing with the genetic algorithm here is that it's limited. So because it originally randomly chose to go this way, and then this way, and this way, this way, it's never going to actually look through these sets over here, or it'll never actually see these ones because they're too far away. Think of it in terms of evolution. Like the human species, right? It went this way, this way, this way. Like maybe those are the Neanderthals, or parallel there was Homo sapiens, and eventually we ended up with Homo sapiens. But you would never see a human evolve into a giraffe, right? So if you got a giraffe here, or a human evolve into a tree, or some other form of life over here, because completely different evolutionary pathways, and it's too far away to ever happen. But maybe what you're looking for in this particular case is a giraffe, not a human. So that's why I'm running 4 to, I'm not going to get everything, obviously, because there's way too many, it's quintillion. But with 4, I'm quadrupling my chances of getting what I want. So let's say the second one will run from here. It will randomly start here, and it'll go here, it'll go here, it'll go here, it'll go here, and it'll actually then go this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. It'll come here. So then it'll say, okay, so this is actually the best set, and maybe this is the second best, this is the third best, and so on. Let's have a look at another one. And then maybe this one will start here, and then it will go like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that, like that. I don't know, somewhere maybe it'll end up back here and it'll say this was the best set, this was the second best, third best. Kind of, you get the picture. So I'll just draw the fourth one for completeness sake. So maybe it started here, then it went this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, and then it actually went on the same pathway and it found this one to be the best set, second best, and maybe third best, right? So by having 4 genetic algorithms running at the same time, I'm really increasing the chances of finding diverse parameters. So this one genetic algorithm, what you'll find is it generally, once it finds a profitable way, like it sees that, okay, so maybe stop loss of 36 is profitable, I'm going to stick to stop loss of 36. It'll rarely jump away from 36. It'll go 37, it'll try 35, but then it'll see that 36 is kind of a local extremum. It's a local maximum, and I'll stick to it. And in the end, everything that this genetic algorithm was optimizing or most of the parameters will be with a stop loss of 36. Whereas maybe you're not interested, or you're more, you want a higher stop loss. That's why when you run 4, maybe this genetic algorithm will actually find a stop loss of 72 or 84 or whatever. And that way, it will be optimizing around 84, which can also be a local extremum. But they will never cross, because this is a local extremum, and this is a local extremum, a local maximum for the stop. Well, it yields the a maximum of profit around that stop loss, and this stop loss yields a maximum of profit around that stop loss. So if you visualize the graph for, let's say, stop loss, since we're talking about it, let's draw in another color. So probably let's do, what have we not done yet? Orange, right? So if you've got this is your profit. Once again, I apologize for the very, very ugly drawings. That's your profit, and that's your stop loss. Maybe you've got your stop loss like around, what did we say, 36, right? That's your profit goes up, and then it's like it's pretty low, and then, all right, so let's say your 36 is over here, your 84 is over there. So that genetic algorithm, the green one, what it found was that 36 is good. And it tried to go left, it tried to go this way, it tried to go that way, but it found that 36 is really good, and we're going to stick with 36. And what the other one found, this red one, was it found that 84 is actually really good, because it randomly started closer to 84, and it couldn't find anything better around 84. So it'll stick to 84. And that's how the genetic algorithm works. So if you just launch one, you might find yourself stuck at one of these local extremums for profit and not being able to find other parameters. That's why personally I prefer to launch a couple of genetic algorithms at the same time. In this case, you saw 4 of them running, and that's what I normally do, because for me, I've calculated 4 maximizes my utilization of my machine, my computer, so I can launch it overnight, and because I don't need the computer, it can all completely be dedicated to optimization, and that way all of the resources are utilized. If I launch 5, kind of like they're sharing, and the optimization won't be complete by morning, or the computer will crash. So one of the 2 things will happen. So there you go. That is why I run 4 genetic algorithms at the same time, and that is one of the use cases for genetic algorithms. And just to have a look at the results, you can see here that the starting balance was 10,000, and you can see that the genetic algorithm did a great job. It increased from, like, some of them went down, so what we saw in that lovely picture that I drew. Some of them went down, some of them went up, but generally you can see this curve is going up. So this is the final balance on the account, and you can see that overall it is like, it got me to results where I can be earning 17,000, or it can be earning $7,000, and this is a period of 36 days, right? So 36 days, and this expert advisor conducts maybe about, ideally I wanted to conduct over 100 trades in 36 days, but that's a completely different story. That's my preferences and statistical significance and things like that. What we're talking about here is genetic algorithm, and you can see that in this case it got up to $7,200 of profit. Here's 6,800. Here's about maybe about $7,000 of profit. Here's about 6,000. What is it? About another 7,000. And then I will go into the results, and I will look through all of these parameters. I will look through all of them and I'll be like, okay, so what am I interested in? All right, so am I interested in maximum profit? Yep, so there you go, 7,500, right? That's the total trade. Those of you who know me well know that probably I might go for total trades, right? I will go for total trades and I'll be like, okay, so even though there's less profit here and a higher drawdown, but I can see that there's more total trades. So I will still investigate that one because for me, it is more statistically significant. But once again, that's a whole different story. The main takeaway from here is that the genetic algorithm works pretty well, but if you don't want to get stuck at a local extremum of one of your or multiple of your parameters, if you want to explore a bit of just like a diverse range of options, then a way to solve that problem is to look at several genetic algorithms running in parallel and make sure that they don't crash your machine. So there we go. That's all for us for today. Hope you're enjoying the course and hope you continue enjoying the course. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Until then, happy trading.